Hello Trekkers, I'm here to give you an object lesson today and I'm going to be talking to you about Jesus and the way he dressed. Now you might be thinking, why am I talking about Jesus and the way he dressed? But I want you to think about how some people dress for different occasions. Now you might see a lot of people dress like this when they're going to see friends or they're going to the movies or the cinema, or you might see people dress like this when they have a very old tattered t-shirt. As you can see, all the letters are falling off my Trekkers t-shirt. This is an old one. You might see people wear, sort of grubby clothes when they're going to do the gardening or when they're going to do some exercise. They might not be wearing their best clothes. Or you might see people dress like this. You might see big professionals, presidents, politicians, all dressing up in their suit and tie because they are important people and they feel they have to dress professionally to talk to their people in a professional way. Now, Jesus didn't do this. Jesus was a king. He ruled over heaven and earth, yet he just wore a simple cloth. He just wore very simple clothes, and he came as a servant to serve his people. He rode around on a donkey. He didn't ride around on private jets or limousines. I'm not sure they were around in that time, but he just rode around on a donkey. So when we look around at people who are dressed in different ways, whether they're looking like they're going to do some gardening or whether they're looking like they are going for a business interview in their big suit, you have to think about how Jesus came to us and how he presented himself. He wasn't too worried about what we wore or how he looked. He was making sure that he served his people no matter what. And that's the message today. When we look at what clothes people wear, we don't judge them by their outfits or whether they're going gardening or whether they're going for an interview, whether they look professional or whether they don't. Jesus came as a humble servant to serve no matter what he looked like. And so when we think about other people or when we think about ourselves, we shouldn't worry about what we're wearing or how we present ourselves. We should be worrying about where our heart is and whether Jesus is with us and whether we can serve other people. So, the main message today is to think about how Jesus came to his people. And the verse in the Bible is Mark 11:9, and it says, "Those who went ahead and those who followed shouted, 'Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.'" So when you're thinking about the week ahead, try to prioritize what's important, try to prioritize Jesus, and try to just thank him for what he's given us and how he serves us.
No, silly, I just came into work. All right, bye. What a day. Come in.
You want to see me?
Yes. Have a seat.
Okay.
So, Isaiah, you have been late 21 times in a row. What do you have to say to yourself?
I'm sorry, but I do have a good reason.
What is it?
Well, I ate this bad egg, and the egg came alive, and it ate me.
That's ridiculous. Now tell me the truth.
Fine. So everyone was lining up because they were really excited to meet this special celebrity who was coming to town.
Wait, I can't see you.
I'm right there.
Oh.
So I asked my mum, who's coming? Is it Superman or Spider-Man? I just didn't want it to be Ant-Man.
What's wrong with Ant-Man? Right, fair enough. Continue.
My mum said no,
A king is coming, and we're all preparing for his arrival.
and I wanted to do that too, and a good king rides in on a strong horse, right? So I went home to prepare our family horse.
What's your horse's name?
Epistele Fantastos people.
I'm sorry, what?
Anyway, I was washing Epistele Fantastos Spiti, and then I heard a lot of shouting. I didn't want to miss the king's arrival, so I rushed back to look.
Isaiah!
Yes, miss?
Get to the point. I have a hair appointment which I don't want to miss it. So, answer my question. Why were you late?
I'm really close. When I got back, everyone was shouting Hosanna and blessings to the one who comes in the name of the Lord, and they put their garments down and even some tree branches. It was an entrance fit for a king, but I couldn't see the king. And so I asked my mum, where's the king? This guy on the donkey's in my way. But mum said, no, that's him. That's Jesus.
And then everyone started praising him, and because of that there was so much traffic, and that's why I was late getting here.
Is that the truth?
Yes, that's the truth.
Well, you're late. And you know what that means? Detention!
Yes, miss. Fair enough.
Anything else?
Well, I guess I got one question.
Okay.
He didn't dress like a king, or come in a horse, or like a strong chariot. I mean, if I was a king, that's exactly what I would do. But he came in like a modest robe, and he was on top of a donkey. A donkey. Why did he do that?
Because he's the best king ever.
What do you mean?
Kings want money, power, and want to be better than everybody else. But Jesus is the best king because he came to serve, to help us, and to save us. Jesus was showing us that being a true king is not about the money or the fame. It's about helping people. That's the most important thing, and that's what we should do as well. Oh, it's playtime, and you're missing it.
Ah,